Admiral Helena Kwan stood motionless on the bridge of the EDF Retribution, her weathered face illuminated by the tactical hologram displaying the Kular Homeworld. 57 years old, with steel-grey hair pulled into a tight bun, she had witnessed humanity's transformation from prey to predator. The memory of Earth's burning cities during first contact still haunted her dreams. "All vessels report ready, Admiral," announced Commander Rodriguez, his voice steady despite what they were about to do. Helena nodded, her eyes never leaving the blue-green planets spinning before them. The Kular had believed humans weak, primitive, easily conquered. They had been catastrophically wrong. "Open fleet-wide communication," she ordered. When the channel opened, Helena spoke clearly, her words transmitted to every human vessel in the Armada, 500 warships, representing Earth's unified defense forces. "This is Admiral Kwan. 20 years ago, the Kular arrived at Earth without warning. They bombed our cities, harvested our resources, and slaughtered millions, believing we would submit. They didn't understand what humanity does when cornered." She paused, letting the shared memory wash over her crews. "We adapted. We reverse-engineered their technology. We united as one species with one purpose: survival. And now, we've brought the war to their doorstep." The tactical display showed the Kular's desperate defensive maneuvers, their ships arranging in formations that would have been impenetrable 2 years ago. Now, they were merely obstacles to be swept aside. "Commence Operation Thermopylae," Helena commanded. The human fleet moved with choreographed precision. Unlike the chaotic, individual brilliance that had characterized early human resistance, this was the product of 2 decades of ruthless evolution. The EDF had become a weapon honed by necessity and desperation. Dr. Elias Chen, the architect of humanity's technological revolution, stood beside Helena. His invention, the quantum cascade device, represented humanity's terrible answer to existential threat. "The targeting solutions are locked," he said quietly. "The device will initiate a chain reaction in their planetary core. There will be no survivors." Helena nodded grimly. "They gave us no quarter when they came to Earth. They called us vermin." The Kular Fleet Commander, Supreme War Master K. Thal, transmitted a message that appeared on the bridge's main screen. The alien's chitinous face showed an emotion Helena had learned to recognize as fear. "Humans, we offer immediate cessation of hostilities. We recognize your sovereignty and offer reparations. Your species has proven itself worthy of respect." Helena's expression remained unchanged as she responded, 20 years ago, we begged for mercy. You called it weakness and continued your slaughter. Today, we teach you the difference between mercy and weakness." She terminated the transmission with a gesture and turned to her weapons officer. "Execute." From the center of the human formation, a single, unassuming vessel released a projectile no larger than a shuttlecraft. The Kular defenses targeted it immediately, but their energy weapons passed harmlessly through its quantum-shifted state. The device penetrated the planet's crust without resistance, burrowing toward the core. When it reached its destination, it activated. On the view screen, the planet seemed to shudder. Fissures of brilliant light cracked across its surface like a hatching egg. The Kular ships scrambled in panic, breaking formation and scattering in all directions. "All vessels, prepare for shockwave," Helena ordered calmly. The planet's destruction wasn't violent in the way of Hollywood explosions. Instead, it collapsed inward with terrible elegance. The entirety of the Kular civilization and its 7 billion inhabitants compressed into a singularity that winked out of existence in less than 30 seconds. Silence fell across the human fleet. Commander Rodriguez broke it first. "Target eliminated, Admiral." Helena released a breath she hadn't realized she was holding. "Send word to Earth. The threat is neutralized. The war is over." As the message was transmitted, Dr. Chen spoke softly. Was this justice or vengeance, Admiral? Helena watched the empty space where a civilization had existed moments before. Neither, she answered. This was survival. The galaxy now knows that humanity will not go quietly into extinction. She turned from the viewport, her duty fulfilled. Set course for Earth. We're going home. Behind them, only debris and radiation remained of the species that had underestimated humanity's capacity for both suffering and retribution, a warning written in the void for any who might consider Earth an easy conquest in the future. Humanity had not merely survived. It had evolved into the very thing the galaxy would learn to fear.